Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Shift Messages. If you're moving through a transition, awakening, or deep inner change, you're in the right place. Take a deep breath and let these messages meet you where you are. Please remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. Nothing good comes out of forcing things to fit, and you know your story best. If you are new here, please know I cuss. If that doesn't work for you, that's totally fine. Feel free to leave right now and find another channeler that's for you or more in alignment with you. Until then, if you stay, just know once I get going and the messages start flowing, can't be 100% sure what's coming out. So if you stay, you're good with cussing. All right. Today's message is an interesting one. I actually was going back and forth on titles for this one. It was between "You're Not Lost," "You're in Between Truths," and the one I actually picked for this video, which is "You Are Not Lost, You Are Between False Structures and Real Values." And ultimately, I decided to go with the latter one because the first one felt like it would have broader appeal, but my messages are not about broader appeal. They're really about reaching the right people and the people who are, who actually need to receive that message at this time. And so I decided to go with the one that I felt was genuine and would actually reach the right people. So that, again, the message of this video is you are not lost. You are between false structures and real values. And if this video is finding you and you've already made it this far, please assume this message is for you, because I just feel like if it hasn't resonated by now, it might not, but you have free will. You're welcome to stay. If you're still not sure, you can leave at any time. If you feel this is not for you, you don't have to take in anything that does not resonate with you. So before I jump into this message, trust the timing of when you see this video. And I say that because it is currently February 4th, 2026 when I am recording this. And there is a quick message coming through that is not related to this video that they want me to address. And this came through this morning, and I know it's not for me. So the fact they're bringing it up again now is telling me it's collective. So it feels like some of you are in between decisions, or some of you have kind of made a decision about Valentine's Day. And take this with a grain of salt, because to be honest, it's not really a holiday that I celebrate. And some of you, give me a second to collect this. Okay. Some of you don't actively celebrate Valentine's Day because you think it's very commercialized, it's very monetized, it's very driven by the industry. And I'm hearing that thought is valid. The way you feel about that is valid. Some of you are in between because some of you do feel that way, but some of you kind of do want to treat yourself or know you deserve a treat at this time, but the fact that like it's Valentine's Day and you're like it's very commercialized, like that doesn't resonate with me. there is a gentle nudge coming through um, with that mindset. Because some of you do very much deserve a treat. Some of you really do. Like if you've been going back and forth, they said stop going back and forth. You deserve that. I'm also hearing respect your budget, right? Because we all have different budgets. But it does feel like they want you to do something. And they're reminding you that you are allowed to change your mind. You're also allowed to, like, especially if you want to do something for you, and this is not talking about whether you have a partner or not, right? I don't personally, as the messenger, I don't care if you're coupled up. I'm not, and I'm still going to treat myself. Why would I wait for someone to pick me when I could just pick me? I'm worth it. I already know that. They told me my plans are currently a little bit over the top for me, so maybe maybe I'll back that up a little bit. But I got 10 days to figure it out. Um, but they're basically saying like if you want to treat yourself, you can leave, you can like just don't frame it as being tied to Valentine's Day. Almost like use the calendar date as like a reminder that you are worthy of treats. Small, even if it's a small thing that brings you pleasure, like you are worthy of those. So, like, you don't have to tie it to Valentine's Day, but maybe you could switch it up so that you could frame it as like the day itself, coming up is a reminder to choose yourself, to recognize that you are worthy of these nice things. Um, the other point they're bringing up is for some of you, I mean, I don't know what you have planned, but for some of you, you might actually, by just aligning it with the timing right now, like you could get something you really enjoy on sale. So they're why would you wait and then spend more money? Like you were going to spend the money anyway. Take advantage of the sale. You can still treat yourself without, again, blowing a budget. So I'm not sure who that's for, but that's got to be for someone. Even if it's not around Valentine's Day, when you're watching this video, take it as a sign to do something nice for yourself. Again, respect your budget. No one's asking you to blow the bank, and I don't recommend you blow a bank. Not, but yeah, it's just you're worthy of nice things, and if the holiday reminds you to treat yourself, and you can take advantage of something that you probably or maybe were thinking about doing anyway, they're saying there's nothing wrong with that. There just isn't. So maybe some of you, maybe that's a mindset shift that you want to work on, or maybe that's just another point of view that you want to consider at this time. Oh, sorry, they're giving me more insight why they thought mine was over the top. My spa day is not connected to my Valentine's Day stuff. It's just a timing thing. Okay. So for example, I'm not booed up, but that's okay because I take myself out on dates. I ain't waiting. That's just not my style. Um, but I've been doing a lot of heavy energetic work lately. So the small way, again, putting my spa day aside because that's not Valentine's Day related. It's just happens to be a few days after Valentine's Day. But I really enjoy French macaroons. I also really like dark chocolate, like nice dark chocolates. Like I don't buy mass bulk. I go to like more of the local chocolate places we have here and get myself some of that. I probably won't do both. That's probably what they were talking about with being over the top. I probably won't get both. I'll pick one or the other. And then I just like getting a nice bottle of wine too and just sipping it slowly, enjoying it. Probably watch a movie. So, like I said, it's not going to be a big deal for me, but I've been doing a lot of hard work over here, so I don't commonly get French macaroons or, dark chocolates. So that's going to be my treat for me. So maybe that inspires you. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and dive in. So since we deviated again, this message is called You Are Not Lost. You are between false structures and real values. So I'm going to start with the collective message, and that is they want me to make it very clear. You are not lost, broken, or failing. Not at all. You are withdrawing from what was never sustainable and learning how to exist without falseness. I heard say it again. You are withdrawing from what was never sustainable and learning how to exist without falseness. This moment is not a crisis of meaning. It is a pause between false structures and livable values. What looks like numbness, apathy, or disengagement is not collapse. It is not collapse. It is energy conservation after prolonged contradiction. The contradiction is being told one story while you were living another. I'm hearing gaslighting. There was a lot of gaslighting. You're not confused because direction is missing. You're confused because truth has already been seen. You've already seen it. But life has not yet reorganized around it. Again, you're confused because you've already seen the truth, but your life has not yet reorganized around that truth. Your internal is aligned. Your external has not caught up yet. I'm hearing give it time. It needs time. All right, so let me break this down and give you a little bit more detail. So the first point is disillusionment is not despair. It's detox. Old systems, identities, and promises, I'm hearing false promises, are dissolving quietly rather than dramatically. I just heard your words mean nothing. False promises. Damn, my heart goes out to you if you identify with that, if that resonates with you. What is being released is not belief itself. What is being released is, and these are not my words, this is what I got. Don't come at me. I send that shit right back. So what is being released is wasted loyalty, forced optimism. I'm hearing belief in things that were never going to come. Believing that things were going to get better when deep down you knew they weren't going to change. An effort that never returned nourishment. And they want me to emphasize effort that never returned nourishment. Some of you are realizing now that things you thought were nourishing, you're recognizing they never were. You just thought they were at the time. Some of you are detaching from things, and this is really opening up your eyes. I'm hearing hard and fast. You're not looking at things the same way. They don't want you to panic over that. They want you to understand that's information for you to make an informed decision. I'm just hearing detach, 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 detach. All right, let's keep it going. The emotional flatness you feel is actually neutrality. Some of you think it's emptiness. It's not. We've spent a lot of time being overcharged emotionally. I'm hearing mentally, physically, and other ways too, but this is really talking about that emotional charge. And really what they're trying to do is move us out of extremes of emotions into neutrality. And when you're used to being emotionally charged for so long, neutrality can be mistaken for emptiness. And your guidance is don't do that. You're not empty. You are re-baselining. And how do you re-baseline? You get into a neutral position where you are not pulled one way or the other. For some of you, that's actually protection, because I'm hearing manipulation. When you're in the extremes of those emotions, you are more susceptible to being manipulated. And I'm not saying that as an opinion, that really is a fact. If you are polarized in something, it's easier to be manipulated. For some of you, being pulled into this state of neutrality is actually protection. I'm hearing be the observer. What do you see when you're in this neutral position? Because that's actually the best place to get that information. You start seeing people clearly. You hear them clearly. I'm hearing for some of you, you need to look at what people's actions are telling you, not their words. I just heard fuck their words. Okay. What are people's actions telling you? Some of you need to really look there. I don't know who this is for, but someone is absolutely baiting you with words. For some of you, you're being breadcrumbed with words. Fuck them words. What are their actions telling you? I'm hearing cut the strings. Maybe some of you feel like someone's stringing you along. Cut the strings. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. So, for a number of you, intensity has dropped. Urgency has faded. And they want me to be clear. Meaning has not disappeared. Meaning has not disappeared. This neutrality is your nervous system returning to baseline after overextension. Again, neutrality is the nervous system returning to baseline after overextension. Let it do its work. Trying to fix it will actually re-stimulate the very patterns that caused your exhaustion. Leave it alone. When you feel empty, just gently remind yourself this is neutrality. Your nervous system is trying to re-baseline itself. You are not lost. You are not doing anything wrong. Let this process work itself out. I'm hearing it does not want your help, and it does not need your help. Leave it alone. Trust your body. Your body has consciousness. Your body has intelligence. It knows what it needs to do, and it will do it. If I'm literally hearing, leave it the fuck alone. Why do they have me cussing at you guys so much already? All right, let me grab some water. Some of you do genuinely need to get out of your own way with that. Stop overthinking that. Some of you, I'm hearing stop thinking. Just let yourself be. All right, I'm going to get off of that because I think we've thoroughly covered that. All right, so next, the truth is already known. The delay is logistical, not emotional. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I literally just heard knock it off. You don't need more insight. And I'm hearing if you're watching this video, yeah, that's for you. You don't need more insight. You already see what is broken, what will not improve. I heard stop investing. Cut your losses. You also already see what no longer deserves energy. Again, knock it off. Stop investing. Also, please know, someone might be feeling slightly attacked right now. I deliver these messages with love, and I have also had to go through this myself. So please know, when I deliver these messages, even if it feels tough, it's from a loving intent. And I always set intentions before I record that things are delivered for the greatest and highest good of those who watch this video. So know that I don't deliver things that I haven't already gotten myself. And I am part of the collective that I get messages for. So if you feel a little called out, I've been there too. Believe me, I overstand the get out of your own way part. That one came through very loudly for me when I initially received it. So, but again, you already see what is broken, what will not improve, and what no longer deserves energy. You don't need more insight. You know. The hesitation comes from knowing that accepting the truth requires structural change. And I am not guided to go too much deeper on that. So for some of you, this is going to look like altered routines, changed priorities, and quieter lives. How that's going to apply to you, I'll leave that up to you. But some of you absolutely know, if you accept the truth, that you're going to have to make structural changes in your life. And for some of you, that is why you're hesitating. They want me to be clear, this is not denial. It is logistical grief. Logistical grief is the slow acceptance that daily life must change to match what is now known. So, next point they want me to talk about is rebellion is quiet, selective, and rooted in conservation. And I've talked about this before if you've been here with me for a minute, but I have to deliver these messages without assuming everyone has been here since I started. This is not a moment for confrontation, explanation, or spectacle. Again, we are not investing in things that don't pour back into us. That is going to hold true. Don't confront, don't explain, don't throw a spectacle. Leave that shit in the movies. That's where it belongs, not your life. The rebellion taking place is just opting out. I'm hearing don't engage. Doing less. For some of you, doing nothing. And refusing to perform engagement or optimism. I'm hearing honor what you feel. And also withdrawing energy without apology. You don't have to explain why you're taking your energy back. Just take it back. Stop investing. We've all had moments, whether, it's all energy, right? Some of you, I use the analogy of think of it as financial investments. At some point, it's really interesting that they keep drawing me to money because it's all energy. It's the same concept. But for some of you, oh, that's interesting. They have me use money because money does have some emotional connotations to it, but not the way we often have with people. So it pushes us more toward looking at things neutrally. Relationships tend to be emotional. Money, we tend to be hearing more business-like about it. But yeah, when what are you investing in? Again, if we have money investments that are just not performing, not giving us the return that we're looking for, we just take our money out and we move on. And they're saying that's not cold to apply that to people. It's not. They're saying even if you think that, even if you feel that, they said that's the illusion. That's why they keep having me use money, because it makes sense when you talk about money. People get it. But trying to apply that to people is harder. Some of you aren't ready to accept that, and they said that's okay. When it's time, that will be easier for you to accept and to act on. They don't want you to rush that, though, if you're not ready. So again, opting out, doing less, refusing to perform engagement or optimism, and withdrawing energy without apology is not passivity. It's not. It's strategic non-participation. You don't have to automatically opt in. Even if you did in the past, you recognize the truth. And the truth is, you have a choice. You don't have to participate. Withholding attention from what drains you is more transformative now than trying to fix or fight it. Withholding attention from what drains you is more transformative now than trying to fix or fight it. The choice is yours. They're asking you, what are you going to choose? All right. Next point is value, pleasure, and beauty are being recalibrated. Oh, this word. Not today. You're not going to take me down. All right. Value, pleasure, and beauty are being recalibrated, not aestheticized. Ooh, god damn. I hate that word. Almost took me out. Shit. Basically, don't romanticize it. Don't romanticize it. Don't try to add more to it than there is. Aestheticized. It was close. Almost got defeated. You are returning to the body as a truth detector. Your body's going to start indicating what's in alignment and what is not. And those are going to come through as body level yeses and nos. The yeses will feel clean, you'll feel calm, you'll feel grounded. It's not going to evoke strong emotions, neutrality. The nos are going to hit the body harder. You may contract, you may feel uncomfortable, like your body's just going to tell you. Body as a truth detector. Pleasure is no longer escape. Beauty is no longer decoration. That's interesting. I'm hearing what you see is not always what you get. But yeah, beauty is no longer decoration. And value is no longer symbolic. The guiding question has become, does this make me more present or make me more numb? They want me to repeat that. The guiding question has become, does this make me more present or more numb? Numbing is not in alignment with body truth detection. When it is aligned, you are more present. I'm hearing effortlessly so. So there is a clear caution. They're saying, do not replace old illusions with prettier ones. I just heard knock that shit off. I don't know who that's for. But don't replace old illusions with prettier ones. Do not, oh God, I don't think I'm ever using this word again. Do not aestheticize healing. Again, don't romanticize healing. Do not use pleasure as anesthesia. Beauty that reconnects is medicine. Beauty that distracts is delay. I'm hearing don't overthink that. Your body is going to tell you whether that beauty is a delay or medicine. I'm hearing if you're worried about delays, don't ignore the body. It's going to tell you. You got a choice. I'm also hearing you don't have to make a decision right away. So if you're not sure, you can stay neutral in the moment. That's for someone. I'm not sure who. All right, so what is emerging is smaller, quieter, and livable. Grand identities tied to performance, visibility, and symbolic worth are not returning. They're telling me to say it again. Grand identities tied to performance, visibility, and symbolic worth are not returning. I'm hearing point of no return. No takebacks, no givesies. What is being reborn instead is fewer commitments. They're saying, but more meaningful ones. Local meaning. Ethics that can be lived without burnout. Values measured by sustainability, not intensity. The question has really shifted from what does this mean to can I live this without betraying myself? Listen to your body. Your body is going to start giving you messages before your mind can even register the information. They keep saying intuitive hits, intuitive hits. That's the body. The body is the intuitive hits. You're going to feel it in your body. I don't know why they made me just kind of snap a little bit like that, but that's going to be significant for someone. Oh, that's interesting. Some of you are nervous because your mind is getting quieter, or some of you are noticing your mind is getting quieter. And they said that's on the right track. Your mind needs to quiet down so that you can hear and listen to your body more. So they're saying don't add more noise with that. I heard knock that off too. But yeah. So, okay, thank you. That's it. All right. I don't know why they want me to add the caveat. Some of you are not going to like this next section, but I'm the messenger. So the next thing is the timeline matters and cannot be rushed. So if some of you thought you were going to power through this shit, I just heard sit yo ass down. Listen, don't be out there trying to fight divine time and that shit goes left real fast. And I say that partially from personal experience, so don't do it. Well, you can, I just don't recommend it. So there is a natural sequence to this timeline. The first is acceptance of the numbness. I heard stop trying to fight it. Accept it. You'll make smoother progress if you just accept it. Some of you just need to name it. For some of you, accepting this is naming the fact that you are numb at this time, and that will actually get your ball rolling. So acceptance of numbness, release of false obligation. And they said it is false obligation. I'm not being called to describe it as anything else. And they're clear as day saying you know exactly what that is. And they told me don't provide any examples. You know what your false obligations are. I heard handle it. All right. Return of sensation. This is that neutral before pleasant can come in. You have to be neutral before that pleasant comes in. And then lastly, desire reappears quietly later. It will come back. Because some of you are wondering about that. Some of you are worried about that. I heard give it time. Skipping steps, especially jumping to joy, purpose, or motivation, actually creates relapse. Sit your ass down. Write it out. Skipping steps creates relapse. How bad do you want it? Again, desire is not gone. It is not gone, and it will not return through effort or pressure. I just heard, I don't care. They're feisty today. I don't care. It will not return through effort or pressure, but it will return through safety, repetition, and small pleasures without expectation. It is coming back, but it will be quiet and it will come back later. Sorry. I just heard someone's gonna absolutely hate this next point. Baby, I am not here to be loved. I'm here to deliver these messages. Chasing it delays it. I heard there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Chasing desire delays it. I just heard fight me. That's not my message. That's divine. Fight me. You don't like it? Fight me. I love this energy. I ain't gonna lie. Making your life safe invites it back. Do the small things you know you need to do. Do them repeatedly as they make sense. Find the small pleasures without expectation. I'm hearing find beauty in the mundane. Find beauty in the everyday. That creates your safety. Making life safe invites desire back. And I just heard that's how you do it. I heard fight me again. Don't fight me. I fight back. Good luck with the divine. You gonna lose. But best of luck. All right. Grief is present, but understated and delayed. Grief here does not look like sadness. It does not. It looks like boredom, which I've been there, irritability, loss of patience for nonsense, and really just an inability to feign interest. Like if it don't interest you, I'm hearing some of you can't even fake it till you make it at this point. You're just like, I just heard, oh, that's funny. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Some of you really don't give a damn. You just don't care. But that is what grief looks like in this phase. They want to be very clear, this grief does not need catharsis. It does not. It needs time and honesty. I'm hearing honor how you feel. Don't dwell on how you feel. Forcing emotional expression in this phase will feel false and increase your disconnection. That is not going to fulfill you anymore. Again, some of you are no longer going to be able to fake it till you make it. And for some of you, that's something you got to accept. Accept that numbness. Don't try to fill it. That's for someone. All right, the unbranded self must be allowed. The unbranded self must be allowed. Right off the bat, they're saying, we're not asking you to like this. We understand you may not like this. I'm hearing do it anyway. You are being asked to tolerate a phase of existence that is undefined, unmotivated, unremarkable, and unmarketable. And they want me to make it very clear. This is intentional. It's intentional. It is part of this phase. It is not forever. You're being asked to tolerate it. Again, don't over-romanticize this. Don't identify with this phase. Think of this as like hunkering down while a storm is passing through. It's just temporary. It needs to do what it needs to do, but it will move out when it's done. Trust that. There is no identity arc required here. I'm just hearing it's recalibration. Just let it be. Some of you are fans of the Beatles. Some of you are Paul McCartney fans. I'm hearing the song Let It Be. I love a song with a good piano in it. So yes, there's no identity arc required here. I'm hearing you're not going to even find one. There's no healing narrative. There's no productivity rationale. And they're really just, they want me to make it very clear. Trying to explain this phase interrupts it. Some of you actually, if this message is resonating with you, some of you feel like you've been forced into surrendering. You're absolutely right. That is the way, they're saying that is the key to getting through this. Surrender. Do the bare minimum that you need to do and just let it go. Let it pass through. It's gonna pass through. The less you fight it, the less you try to define it, the less you try to, yeah, they're just saying let it pass. Just let it pass. Do less. Do less. They said some of you have been doing the most and getting the least in return. So they're like, do the least, because you're not gonna get anything back out of this. Like, just let it do what it needs to do. Let it pass through. Let it move, and you'll get through it. For some of you, silence is part of the medicine. Not everything needs to be shared, processed publicly, turned into insight. Again, less speaking, less explaining, and more listening to your internal signals. Listen to your body. Body talks. The body has been waiting a long time to speak to us. And it is done waiting. It's coming. So again, this is a repatterning of attention. Our attention tends to be so in the mind, and frankly, even in the mind, it is so fucking scattered. And this is not me judging. I could literally say this is just based on my experience alone. They tend to fragment our attention while we're here. It's a very common thing to find, and I have fallen into that trap quite a few times. But if your mind is all over the place and your attention is scattered along with your focus, you know what you can't hear? The body. So that's why this is happening. This is a repatterning of attention. Pay attention to your body. That is the truth. This phase must not be moralized. Don't moralize it. I'm literally hearing just leave this phase alone. If you take one thing away from this, just know you're not lost. Let this move through. Don't define it. Don't try to explain it. Just surrender. Surrender to this phase. It will pass. The more you surrender, the more it can do what it needs to do, and you move on. I just heard this is not the time to be Rocky Balboa. Some of you could be watching the Rocky movies. Some of you could really like the Rocky movies. Some of you could really like Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why they're showing me the Expendables. I ain't even gonna hold you. I've only seen the first video. There's like 3 of them now. I don't know. I only saw the first one because my dad really wanted to go see it. Anywho, so this phase must not be moralized. This phase is not failure. It's not laziness. It's not ingratitude, and it is not spiritual decline. Again, they're just saying don't label it. Don't label it. Don't judge yourself. Like I said, some of you have genuinely been doing too much for too long, and this is your time to really do the least. Genuinely do the least. They want me to remind you, don't neglect your responsibilities down here, right? Like, we're adults, right? Don't run out of underwear. Don't run out of food. Pay your bills on time, because otherwise that shit comes back and bites 10 times harder, you know? Handle your business, and I trust you to do so. But yeah, this phase is morally neutral. Morally neutral. Keep it that way. The only one who has the potential to judge you in a way that is meaningful is you. I'm hearing fuck what them other people think. This is not their experience. Who cares? Do not judge yourself. It is a biological, psychological, and adaptive phase. Let it do its work. Don't interrupt it. Don't fight it. Don't label it. Judging this phase reinstates the old system internally. Judging this phase reinstates the old system internally. I'm hearing you've done all this work to get this far. Why would you want to push yourself back into it? They're literally showing me a picture of someone getting out of a cage, looking around, turning around, going back in, and shutting the door. Is that really what you want? If not, don't judge. Honor what you need. Say as many no's as you need to conserve your energy, protect your peace, disengage. They want me to say it again. Judging this phase reinstates the old system internally. Whether that happens or not is up to you. So the final message, your exhaustion is intelligence. Your numbness is a boundary. Your withdrawal is already reorganizing your life toward truth. You are not meant to understand this phase yet. I'm hearing, don't try. Don't try. You are meant to live it without self-betrayal. Just stay out of your own way. There is no fixing, no optimizing, no performing insight in this phase. The only thing you are asked to do is to have honesty, conservation, and patience. Let it be. Let it do what it needs to do. You can be honest about the fact that you feel numb, that you are not sure where you're going yet. You can be honest. Don't dwell on it. Let it flow. It is temporary. Conserve your energy. And be patient. You cannot rush this timeline. I just heard it's pointless to try. For some of you, it may feel very uncomfortable, and they said, that's fine. Just acknowledge the discomfort and leave it. Don't romanticize it. Don't get hung up. That's not what this phase is about. The more you surrender, the more you can move through this. Just don't neglect the responsibilities that you have here. I'm hearing the true responsibilities, not the false obligations, right? Take your showers. Make sure you got enough socks for tomorrow. Make sure you got food. I'm hearing pay them bills, take care of your things. This is not the time to reach for greatness. This is a time to rest and let the unwinding that needs to occur take place. Leave it there. Okay. So remember, you're not lost. You're not behind. You are shifting. You are realigning. Be patient and kind to yourself as you move through this process. It is not always easy. It is not always comfortable. And they are acknowledging that. Those feelings are valid. They are just asking you to please not get hung up on that, to just allow that to move through you and let it go. If this resonates with you, stay tuned. I'll be posting more. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, beautiful souls. Bye.